Alright guys, it is currently around 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. and getting back to some robot ratings. I've been pretty busy, but let's start with Sam from 8054A. Here we go. We have a drivetrain, right? Of course, I've been pretty behind, so he's probably already done with his robot by now, but hey, that doesn't hurt. We see some pulleys here. This one's already snapped, right? It looks pretty strong. I think there's a 6 wide here. It's a pretty nice drivetrain. I think most teams should be doing something. If you're doing something simple, it should be around this, right? But if you want to fit Odon wheels, then you definitely need to do stacked motors, right? So, pretty good friction. I think I'll give this. I guess this is a B tier. It's pretty fair. Here we go. Speed is not the essence of war by Jason. Pushing that ring in with his feet, looking pretty nice. This is a hook intake, right? And then from I actually knew some like insider information about this robot. This is taking up very little space because they were going for tier 3, so I'm gonna give this an A tier. A tier, it's pretty nice. I like it. Next up, 874J. Here we go. Ooh, look, they're jumping. That's not that's not what I like to see. Yeah, so if you ever have this problem happen, if it's just jumping like that, then you might want to consider really supporting your plastic more down here at the bottom, right? So you're able to just get rid of that leeway where it's able to jump. Also, of course, cut your plastic first, and then make sure to support it. All right, it's getting an F tier. Jamie, can't really see what's going on here. It's just a lady round, I'm guessing. Let's get in the B tier. Don't know what's going on there. Ace leaks, Ace bot, got an Ace clone here, right, with their exact same poly layout. It looks alright, Ace clone, of course. I do like, more triangle bracing here, right? This is always pretty nice to see. One thing I do want to point out about these clamps that I see a lot of the teams are taking inspiration from, some Ace or whatever, is that, pressing down gives you much better multi-directionalness, if that makes sense, right? Because if you pull in, if you like pull in, then the goal will only work at certain angles. But if you press down, then the goal will tip at any angle, which is pretty interesting. So definitely be watching out for that. I'm going to give this an A tier. So if you want some omnidirectional clamps, then definitely look into doing that. Got an interesting shaft here, interesting low strength shaft. I think it's been through some stuff. I personally wouldn't use this one anymore. I would just cut it here, and then I would get these inserts out and call it a day. Yeah, let's get an F tier from me. It's very cursed. It's a very cursed image. Thank you for the frame idea. Yeah, it looks alright. I think this is a little bit too big of a gap. There's at a 7-hole gap. So a lot of teams are on 5-hole gaps right now. Even some are going to 4-hole gaps. So 7-hole is quite large, but I mean, you do you. I think definitely, it's somewhere to start. So I'm gonna give this a C tier. I think you could, you could probably add a Lady Brown. I mean, I don't even know what you're building, but probably Lady Brown. However, full motor drive, probably not the play. I'd go for 6 motors. So yeah, improved intake by Red by on 5249, and it's still jumping. I would. It's the same guy. I don't know if it's the same guy, but I would definitely try to fix your jump. Your robot like jumping on the floor. I'd either cut your plastic short a little bit more, or I'd add more supports in the bottom. Right, you can have standoff sticking out from like your chassis support, and then just going straight forwards as supports for your intake ramp. This is getting a D tier. Ready for rebuild? Meta rebuild. Pretty big. Pretty big ring. What do you call it? Ring. Like, just a bunch of rings. Sorry, I'm freaking tired as hell right now. It's like about to be 4 a.m. All right. Got started on a robot like 2 weeks ago due to lab problems, some complications. All right, all good. Got some feedback. Well, I mean, definitely want to add a ramp, right? I think maybe we're going for like a hook. Looking pretty good. I would start planning out the hook. I think you probably just run it here, right? And then you just run some chain between. Looks nice, looks nice. I'd add a C channel or one, at least one by one between here, right? Just to make sure that this is not able to just sway from side to side and look like a trapezoid. Anyways, yeah, this is good enough. It's good enough. So we'll get a light C tier. And then we have 7447G. Interesting. He's hitting us with that pose. We got the robot here, looking pretty clean, looking very clean actually. I like the side plates a lot. I like the color scheme too, right? Really sticking to that white, orange, and black theme, right? With all the pistons and air tanks carbon fiber wrapped. So I mean, that's a really good way to just make your robot look a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer, right? Just higher level using those wraps. However, this redirect is looking a little far out, and I'll give it a B tier. It's pretty fair. Looks good. Is this tech? This is definitely tech, right? It's pretty early. From Samuel 45434R, and here's a video of it. Basically, it just aligns you to the wall perfectly, and there's nothing that you really need to do. It's just really effortlessly driving. It's really just lowering that driver skill requirement for those wall sticks, right? I know a lot of teams are, taking their sweet time on those wall sticks, and I think later on in the season, definitely want to speed those wall sticks up, which means that this is definitely somewhere I see the meta going for builds, especially Lady Browns and even Fishmax as they have here, really running those aligners. One more thing I do like to add is, after seeing 360X and 229V's robot, they have their aligners up here above the field wall, and what that allows them to do is really align at any angle, even coming in like a 45-degree angle to the field wall. They don't have to, like secede to the field wall and go perpendicular to it, right? They can still just score at the whatever angle they desire, right? But still be lined up. So this is getting the nest here. That's good mech right there. Everybody should know about that. Swing to a comp near you. Not sure about that one. not anymore. C tier. Old 5085805. A robot picks in the thread. Cool. Let's pull up the thread as well. What we see in here? Looks interesting. I think it could do with. I think it looks very lightweight in that photo. In this one, you gotta do your wire management, man. Your wire management is not looking too hot. Fix that. Maybe add a tower on the front or two, and then you do Lady Brown. I think that'd be really good. I think this could be a good build. But honestly, I don't know, because you might have to go fishback on this robot, because right, for Lady Brown, you would want your tower more towards the back. You would want like a lot of space between my mouse was on the other side. Sorry, you'd want a lot of space between like here, right? So your Lady Brown can actually like be long, because you want your Lady Brown to be like somewhat long. So then when it swings around, the 2-bar swings around, it's able to score, right? I think this distance is a little too short here. The drivetrain is fairly short, so maybe run fishback on this one. But yeah, looks pretty looks pretty nice. I'm gonna give this. It's gonna give a C tier for now. Solid C tier. Yeah. Well, thanks.